coordinates you received lead you to this canyon filled with storm-tossed wreckage. Beyond lies the divide. Alright, let's walk this lonesome road. I was expecting one of the intros. Huh. All right. Another MRE, hell yeah. This place got fucked up. I think I pissed someone off. Okay, so that's gonna get me inside. Well, not going that way. Thank you. All right. Let's see if this thing will be useful. Interesting. Was that sound you played? Was that some kind of memory glitch? No, it wasn't your boot up sequence. It's a recording. Something about someone called Ralphie? Probably just some old data floating around in your memory. Nothing to worry about. I think I could use your help getting out of here. Can you come with me?
Experiment log 369248/B. iBot Duraframe Universal Interface Override System. This is Dr. Whitley presiding. We've boosted signal gain and enlarged the overflow buffer system. That should ensure 100% connectivity and control. Eddie, whenever you're ready. Yes, success. Reporting full success on 369248/B. Eddie was able to interface with and override the test panel in under 3 seconds. Great job, team. Now let's start on the proposal for the full rollout.
Huh. That's the recording from your development. Are you saying you can override electronic security? Only panels with disc-shaped receivers? The console in the main room had one of those, I think. Was that the voice of your creator? What happened to him? I'm sure he's fine wherever he is. Maybe you'll see him again someday. Alright, let's get moving. Very happy. Coming with, or not there? Nice. Oh. Oh, holy shit. Installed. Interesting. Hey, Eddie. It's an impressive multi-tool you got there. Bet you can make all sorts of stuff with it. Hey, is that an Armco portable reloading bench built in with you? Let's talk later. Alright. Let's see, is there anything useful in here? I nailed it. I've seen one of those since the Capital Wasteland. Weird. More stim packs are always good. What's up? Nah. God damn it. There we go. That's what I needed. Well, I'm sure those will be useful. Warning. Gravity. Christ. It's like a Legionnaire and a Star Trooper. Bowie knife. Nice. It's like a ghoul, but more flesh than rotted. Thank you, sentry turrets. Bastard. What do you got on you? Not and shit. Oh. Ballistic Defense Division. Huh. Oh. Thanks for the codes, chump. Excuse me, I'm just gonna get around you. It's not a bad code. General outfit, eh? Well, I'll just put you underneath the desk. Sorry, I ain't got a place to bury you. Zap it. Oh my god. Oh. God damn it. Much better. Stem packs and Legion dinars, huh? NCR money. I guess these guys found out that dying for a cause is kind of pointless at times. Yes, indeed.
think you're doing?
Ah, Whitley. There you are. Orders from Colonel Autumn. He feels the iBot Duraframe project isn't advancing quickly enough. I'm too...
You didn't even disengage his damage avoidance protocols. You're hurting him.
Don't be ridiculous. It's just a machine. See here. I've already increased the navigation system's efficiency by 65%.
Get the hell out of here!
Fine, Whitley. It's your lab. At least until I tell the Colonel about this.
Sounds like Dr. Whitley really cared about you. Who the hell is General Winters? The recording mentioned a Colonel Autumn. Ralphie who? You're still not making sense, Eddie. That's a terrible story, Eddie. We should get moving.
There's your signal. Faint, but there. Just like NCR. Voice without fire, without strength. Sick. Her tales of you walking the Mojave, giving the two-headed bear strength, giving hollow men like Kimball, like Crocker, half the life Hanlon had. Now, let's test that strength, that conviction, Courier.
You have a lot of hate for the NCR. That kind of hate isn't new to the Mojave.
No, not new. And not new among all those in the shadow of the bear. You know their flag. A bear with two heads. Symbols an old world one. Had one head then. Better off for it. Their flag speaks to their spirit. They're split like any two-headed animal, trying to go in different directions, ending up nowhere. In a Mojave, that'll only get you sand between your fingers, or over your grave.
Maybe you better tell me who you are and what you want.
I'm a courier. Courier 6. Was Courier 6. Like you. And not like you. In all the ways that matter. Spent too many years looking for you. Now letting you come to me. Thought carrying that ship would end you. No. You got lives in you. Hard to kill. Storms, bullets, sand and wind. Yet still you walk. For now.
We've never spoken before. I would definitely remember your voice.
Words are the only way couriers meet. Sometimes it's the paths we walk. But no. We've never spoken before now. You may not know my voice, but we've walked the same places. The long 15 to Prim. That wasn't the only road you ever walked. I've been to your home, the place you kept returning to. May not be the place you were born, was the place you gave life to. Same thing. People forget couriers can keep communities alive until the day they're gone and their breath catches in their throat.
So you're the one who sent the radio messages. Ulysses?
Not my given name. Close enough. Took it from history. Found it in a book. It's an old world name. Ulysses lived a long time ago. Long before the old world set fire to itself. He made a mark without being myth. Had to fight during a time when his world had two flags, and he had to make them one.
Let's see. Ulysses, not the myth. You're honoring history, not stories.
History. Yes. Ulysses walked a hard road. A general, like Caesar and Oliver. He was brown and stubborn, gave him strength on the battlefield. He led his side to victory, turned two flags into one. That's when he lost. When the fighting was done, the sickness took hold. Lesson there. If history's to be believed, one you should heed.
You brought me here to talk. If you wanted to kill me, you have waited until I came for the chip.
No, I couldn't. And I'm thinking you can't kill me either. If you did, you'd answer for it, just as I would. Let the land do the killing for you. That's one of the things you taught me. Killing is personal. So's vows, promises. Last bit's more important to me than the first.
Wait. So you swore not to kill me? Why?
What kind of world would this be if Courier killed Courier? You've got enough distance ahead of you. Save your breath for the road. Don't waste it on words.
Let's see. Forget your name. Back to the job you refused.
All right, Courier. If the why of it matters to you.
You were supposed to carry the chip.
Meant to? No. Never. You're a burden. Weigh you down long enough to let death catch up to you. But you survived. There was death in that package. And while the chip is important to old world ghosts, no. You are more dangerous than that chip ever could be. Maybe why you found each other. Little piece of the old world speaking to you, waiting for you to wake something else up with it.
So you refused to deliver the chip. What, to set me up to die?
We all have death following us. Only a question of how close. You dodged it. For a time. You're good at that. Talent for it. With that chip weighing you down, a burden. Lets death move a little faster without me pulling the trigger.
If you wanted me dead, why didn't you just wait?
Promises to keep to others. And the Mojave's dangerous enough left to the land. The land has its way. If I wanted you dead, we would have met sooner. Not sure that's the way this ends. Might be that history needs to have its say. If not, then messages will do.
How are you speaking through Eddie?
The robot with you. All of them are machines, radios, old world tech reshaped with new hands, historians, couriers carrying messages. Seen them as I've walked the divide, tending other machines. That one, sealed inside the Hopeville silo. Sign America is waking up. It will follow you, obey you, carry it until we are face to face. Then there'll be no more need for it to carry my words.
What is this place?
The divide. This place is a slice of it. Old military. Can still smell the pride and the fear. Hope of the old world, wrapped in fencing, covered in storm. Got new inhabitants now, other than ghosts. More recent. Recruits.
Area looks like it was hit with an earthquake. Fucking words, oh my god. Area looks like it was hit with earthquakes or underground detonations.
America sleeps in the divide. Giants beneath the earth. You saw one locked in the silo beneath you. There's more. Only takes a few of them, locked below ground, to tear apart the earth and cast dust, sand, ash into the skies above. You'll see the extent, the miles of it, soon enough. You need to see it. Walk it. For now, eyes alert. Watch the streets below. There's still life in the divide. Threats, other than the storms and wind, new inhabitants.
Inhabitants? It doesn't sound like anyone's alive down there.
These new inhabitants, not natives, most of them, came with duty, purpose, ready to kill each other. The divide was stronger. Left marks on them too. Not bear, not bull. Now, radiations mark them, made them equal in history's eyes. As vicious as the storms are, these shadows of Legion, of NCR, silhouettes of things to come.
Those bodies in the silo were NCR soldiers. Some were special forces.
Might have been. Once. To the divide they came. In the divide, they rest. If you saw their corpses, you saw mercy. Got what they deserved, coming to the divide. The bear and bull, NCR Legion, came in waves, before and after, right into the invisible fires, the wind, ground, collapsing beneath them. Once under different flags, now they are equal in their hatred of the trespassers, you and I.
Never seen corpses mutilated like that.
Even as the fires here burned them from within, the winds of the divide tore their skin, exposed them, screaming to the sky. And just as the divide tears at them, so they tear at each other, for sport, like some tribal scarification. Falling back to their history, maybe. No matter what they suffer, the radiation, fire of the divide sustains them, makes them stronger.
If they'd been ghouls, the radiation would have strengthened them and healed their wounds, not the scars.
There's truth in your words. In what I've seen of their tactics, movements, recovery, those wounds, they couldn't live otherwise. The divide winds have torn the skin from many of them. Maybe the radiation is the only thing keeping them walking. They camp near silos, warheads. No way to cleanse the radiation. Makes them hard to kill there. Have to draw them out.
Enough talking. You went through a lot of trouble to lure me here, so let's get this over with.
America sleeps ahead of you. Its nightmares filled with quakes, storms. You'll need to find your own path. That means waking America's spears up from their slumber. There's ways. Warheads set off collapse. Warheads could open the gates again. You're resourceful. That machine, robot with you, can help you find the warheads you need to destroy. And their trigger, the detonator. The way ahead is below. The tools are there. The rest, up to you.
If we share history, before going forward, I want to know the past.
Who are you who do not know your history? You came all this way for answers. Only currency I have. Nothing else to be gained. Could turn around, walk away at any time. If history matters to you, you'll need to earn it. Any logs of mine, I have already cast away in the divide. They're lost to you. For now, find the trigger for the warheads buried in Hopeville. Use it to keep moving and keep alive.
Fine. I'll find this trigger, then I'll come find you.
The divide will send its worst against you. It may break you. We'll see if you're stronger. Road gets rougher from here. Courier left marks for you. Colors will tell the way if you're smart. They'll lead you to your home one more time. Lead to the ending of it. Maybe remind you why you wander.
take that. Red absorption will definitely be helpful out here. Okay. MREs will be helpful. Shit. Okay. Grab that. Good. Those will come in handy. Take some good old-fashioned 10mm. Where'd you go? Soldier. Now I'm glad I shot that out of his hands. Holy shit. Interesting. Away from the bottom. Jesus Christ. upgrades for you, Eddie. I'm almost expecting tripwires and mines at this point. Son of a bitch. This place is a fucking nightmare. Try and get that. Alright. Here, I was thinking this place would be an endless night. Yeah, he's a bit too far. Where you at, you bastard? Oh shit! What the fuck is he shooting? Laser detonator. Sir. Yeah, these guys hit real hard, huh? Spent laser detonator. Oh, nice. What a quaint little store. It's a shame this place is full of shitheads. Oh. Take that. Got any goodies in here? Tons of them. save. No, the sign says keep out, but I mean, I gotta know what's right? Log from the man himself.
Emptiness here, like the sands of the great salt lake, echoed, the beating in the divide sky, like storm drums of the white legs. Ran with them on the salt beds at Caesar's command. Cut the throats of the two-headed bear, cut all communities off. Use storm, sky, disease, fire, starvation. Of the ignorant to ruin all who could. Might stand against him. But the white legs, they couldn't live on their own like most scavengers. So turn their hunger into a weapon. The wall of New Canaan. Too high for Caesar. Too proud, maybe. Or maybe something there from his past that needed killing. Memory of Graham. Help them dig out Canaan's supply caches and other secrets the sands hid. Bunkers filled with powered weapons even the Brotherhood might desire. They call these new weapons storm drums in the firing of shells. Taught them the power in the casings to channel the spirits in their guns. Me. They called me the flag bearer. Glory in my hand, in my staff that still bore the weight of the old world, just as the symbol on my back did. I learned their weapons as a means of respect, and when it came their turn to pay respect to me, history came rushing back. Can't escape what's been done. History's there, no matter how far you walk.
What's this guy's angle? What is so important about this place that he dragged me all the way the fuck here? Let's try this laser detonator. It's either going to be a really good idea or a really bad one. Any idea. just got really, really heavy stuff. Let's save real quick. All these posters remind me of the Capital Wasteland. And another detonator. Nice.
I don't believe it. Grant actually went to Colonel Autumn and got approval for her damned efficiency guidelines. All experiments will be carried out with the test subject fully active to reduce iteration time. It's barbaric. I've explained this to the Colonel. Just because the iBots don't have true AI doesn't mean they're just machines. I guess results are all that matter around here. Forget things like ethical procedures or humane treatment. I'm starting to have serious misgivings about leadership around here. At least I've got you to talk to, huh, Eddie?
Woodley was protective of his iBots, huh? Can't believe they'd approve that. I've met enough robots to know that they've got more, that they're more than just machines. I can see why you left that place then. I hope those bastards got what was coming to them. Okay, let's press on. Oh, what? Oh. Okay. Strange. The hell killed this death ball? Goddamn ranger. died just the same. Let me up, let me up, let me up, let me up. Jesus, fuck, these things are vicious. Ow. At this pace, I'm gonna run out of supplies. Come on, Eddie. Yeah. Well. Whiskey for the road. It's a plasma. They don't like plasma. I like that. Why won't you let me cycle to his head? Jesus Christ, I suck. A flamer gun? Oh, a flare gun. Stupid. Probably shouldn't be sleeping in this place, but I think a nap will do me some good.
killing the bear wouldn't prove easy. You and your machine, you survived. There's a lesson here in the Divide. Old world history about paving and intentions could teach the Republic a thing or two, if they listened. They have an idea of trying to do what's right, never quite getting there. Maybe you've seen it. Nipton. Elsewhere.
You got a better way?
Yes, and any courier could tell you the same. See it everywhere. The bear. Bear's too busy carving up the Mojave with knives, roads, borders, and how things should be, to see how it is. They're stretched thin, can't protect their front lines, their towns. Think paper's power, radio means control. All of it, useless. No matter now, Bear couldn't hold the Divide. You and that machine are all that remains of NCR here. Rest fell to radiation, fire, and what burrows below.
What burrows below? You mean those creatures that was in the underpass?
Tunnelers. Predators that make their own roads beneath the ground here. Divide broke their sky, showed them the world above, and the scent of new prey. Be a slower death for the Mojave than bombs and fire, but they'll come for its people, from where they least expect, below.
Radiation from the war might have created them. The detonations, quakes caused them to surface.
Makes sense. Truth favors that. Matches the history of this place. Were signs they were here for a long time. Before marked men. Before what happened to the Divide cracked their sky. If so, they were buried deep. Might have been born the day America's embers started to settle. Seen worse things twisted by radiation.
I've never seen creatures like that before now.
They'll start emerging throughout the Mojave in time. Might be years. Probably less. They breed fast, hunt in groups. More than enough to bring down the strongest in the Mojave. Once they draw blood. Seen them tear apart Deathclaws. Deathclaw might get some, but the rest will swarm it, tear it apart, like Denver hounds.
The soldiers in Hopeville were once NCR, I'm sure of it. Why were they with the Legion?
You see, true. Not scavengers. It's what they wore. Before this all happened. Pain makes for strange allies. The hate the bear and bull shared across the battlefield now turned against the Divide. Few survived. Intact. Many NCR were already here when the destruction happened, keeping the route east open in fear of Kaiser, fear of the Legion.
NCR would have needed this supply line open up to reinforce the Mojave and the Hoover Dam.
The dam, that old world wall. The bear, NCR, couldn't be allowed to reach it easily. Long 15, Cayman, both bad enough. Kimball, Kaiser, House. You'd think their whole world was that wall, cutting the Colorado. If I'd never laid eyes on it, never spoke of it. But once found, it was all Kaiser could see. That, and the flag beyond it, another symbol, big enough to challenge him. And the Divide, one of the roads to it. Legion was tasked with cutting that artery. If you can't kill the bear in one stroke, bleed it, starve it. That kind of murder. It's what any of the Legion would have done. Now, the Divide belongs to history.
Those marked men in Hopeville. Some had strange marks and blades I've never seen before.
They bear false versions of Legate Beneus's masks. The one Caesar fashioned for him. Thought it was an insult at first. No better now. It's shaped from divide metal, not with care and strength, but with hate. Keeps them anchored. Crude, effective, like the blades they carry. Distant mirrors of their legate, a symbol they can hold on to, while the divide tears at them.
Other marked men had NCR gear, and they weren't carrying any marks or blades.
For the two-headed bear, NCR, they don't have symbols in the same way Legion does. They revere their mines and explosives, guns. That is their religion. Death from afar. Take pride in it.
I found some recordings from you in Hopeville.
The tapes. Didn't think those would be found. You know the divide better than I thought. Had tech from the big empty. Recorder a woman gave me. Didn't survive the road. On its last legs. Cast it and the tapes aside. Weren't worth the words anyway. Not like I'd forget what happened. If you heard them. Nothing but ramblings. Reminders for a man who doesn't need them. Probably more lying from here to the divide.
You wouldn't have recorded those messages if they didn't matter to you.
Maybe not. Who's to say? You, perhaps, found them, heard them after I cast them aside. Maybe there was purpose in that. If they matter, if history matters, we'll see at the end of the road.
If this is the high road, where does it lead?
At the end of the high road lies Ashton, its silo. That machine I'm with you, it can open it, wake it up, like it did the one in Hopeville.
You have a lot of hate for the robot with me. I can hear it in your voice.
Hate? No. There's nothing to hate in metal, steel, gold, or platinum. You're a machine. It's just a tool, made of wreckage of the divide. All that was brought here.
When we first spoke in Hopeville, you mentioned you'd sworn not to kill me. Why?
You know the why of it. If you don't, I do. And that's enough. Shows trust only walks so far west. Earned more than that, though, getting this far. We walk the same road, carry the same colors. Can't break that by making the road red. Want more than that? Walk the divide. Answers will come. Closer you get to home. You and that machine.
This road leads nowhere. There's nothing in the divide.
Many in the Mojave think the divide's nothing but canyon and storm. Wasn't always. There was life. A town farther west. Not talking about an old world town like Hopeville. More recent. Something you saw in your lifetime. It had the name, the divide, too. But rather than cracks in the earth, it was a road from the west into the Mojave, a supply line. Took a courier to make that road. You. Back then, you saw the road with eyes facing east. This time, the divide's in the other direction. And if your eyes try to make sense of it when you reach it, home's not what it was.
So you're saying I walked this road once from another direction, from west to east, to home?
All roads lead back to one's home. Not your birthplace, maybe, but home. into this world. You taught me that. Part of your message, whether you meant it or not, can be a place of mind. A moment where you know who you are, the history of it. And they can be places you breathe life into. Never would have known the divide had it not been for you. The road you made with your tracks again and again. You were the only one willing to make the journey to and from here. A hard road. Kept the land before the divide alive through seasons, storms. Can't have been just a job. Was something more to you. Don't feel for a place that hard unless it's home.
I've walked a lot of hard roads, Mojave and before. It doesn't mean anything.
It means everything. Even if you deny it, cast it aside, that speaks to what you are, proves what happened here. It was you walking that road that kept the divide alive. It grew from what you did. Settlers, camps, filling that old world city. Chance for a new nation, new beginning, new way of thinking. Could have breathed new life into the Mojave, bridging east, west, like Hoover Dam. But not old world. Something you made. Road was a supply line.
You're still making assumptions about all of this.
No, recounting history. NCR saw the worth in that road you made. Staked a claim, whether it was wanted there or not. True elsewhere in the Mojave. And where the bear tries to cling to life, the Legion comes, bearing messages. Some brought by blade, others by couriers. You knew what was coming, as sure as I know what's coming for you. This time you carry the burden. Walk west into the sun, and keep walking until it dies. There, I'll be waiting.
Gotcha. So this guy thinks I did all of this. Jesus. Stop, son of a bitch. Am I coming ready? Shoulder mounted. Oh, got the ammo for it. Let's not fall off this overpass. Oh good, a death claw. Well, that doesn't sound too friendly. What? Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Anyone else? Any other creature lurking about? Yeah, there is. Get fucked. No, still don't have a fat man, but I will take the MC mini launcher.
If all due respect, sir, I think you're making a mistake. We're close to a breakthrough with the Duraframe iBots. I can feel it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I understand that we need the Duraframe assets for Hellfire armor, but No, sir. Yes, sir. I understand, sir. I'll tell the team to start disassembling the ED series prototypes right away. Eddie, you little rascal, were you eavesdropping again? I think those videos you watch are a bad influence on you. How much of that did you hear? Didn't Dr. Grant say she'd upgraded your navigational systems? And I think I have an idea. How'd you like to be just like Ralphie?
Sounds like Dr. Whitley was a bit of a rogue element. Do you record everything that's said around you? Really? Well, I'd better be careful what I say, huh? No, Eddie, I don't want to hear your recordings of human mating calls. That's just wrong. Let's get going. Well, I've explored everything so far. Oh. I guess I missed the crow's nest. Oh well. Holy shit. Out here, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Not a fan. How do I get down there? Oh. Let's just detonate this. Damn it. Auto-inject stick. How nice. Oh, hey. Last snow globe. expecting enemies, but I don't see them. Huh. Alright, let's get back up top. Oh no. Too many death claws for my liking. And I don't have an arcade Ganon with me. Save real quick. Ah. Ow. Fucking damn it. Motherfucking goddamn it. I saw it that time.
stay here, they'll dismantle you for parts. You have to go now. I've uploaded destination coordinates for our outpost in Navarro into your system. I want you to go to the Enclave there, okay? Do you understand me? It's gonna be a long journey, my little friend. You'll have to fly very far. Fly very fast. Can you do that? I know you can. Be careful out there, Eddie. Maybe I'll see you again someday.
How long ago was this? And you still haven't made it. So how much for upgraded navigation systems? Let's see. Sounds like it wasn't easy for him either. I bet Whitley would be proud of you for making it this far. Now let's keep going. Must be the courier's mark. Alright. You know what? I've had it with these little assholes. All work, no play, make Alex an angry boy! Are you fucking kidding me? 3 swings miss, and then I just get stunned. Kiss my fucking asshole. take it. Give me that MRE. What am I stuck on? Right? I know I got a pulse Oh, thank fuck. I love that, like, in the background is just, like, the chatter of damn Bobby. What do we got here? Barter 10. Thank you, Mad Max. Another upgrade for Eddie. It's like teeth grinding. Oh. Oh, sweet, sweet healing items. That sounded expensive. Alright. It's gonna be okay. Probably. Man, I would really love that sound. bastard. Okay. Okay, there we go. Lesson is... Take it. Motherfucker, get out of my face. I'm to just eat all of the things in my inventory. Well, if I ever live to see Muggy again, I'll just give him that.
Hopeville, High Road, Ashton, tiny cracks in the earth, nothing compared to the road carved ahead. Before you, this is the edge of the divide. Ahead lies your work, the history you burned in the earth, what you brought to the people here.
I had nothing to do with this.
You delivered a package, had markings that matched those in the divide. Not all, but enough. Military markings from someplace the bear had savaged in the west. Maybe seeing those markings on it reminded you of home, made you carry it.
You said I brought it from the west?
It was a device, a detonator, one I'd never seen before, or heard before. You carried that thing to the divide. I know because I followed you as you walked the road, watched you do it. You brought it here, to the community you built, and you are responsible for what happened after, when the device opened, started to speak. When it did, the divide answered back. Those missiles you've seen, buried in their silos. They exploded beneath the ground, cracked the landscape. Sand, ash, the dead. The divide skies became a graveyard.
If you saw this happen, then how did you survive?
Should have died there. But now that I know you live, the machines here saved me. I was the only survivor. Or thought I was. Your package, the message inside, awoke medical machines, close to the one that shadows you, began to build themselves. Then others. They only take what parts they find in the divide, never roam beyond it. Can't even leave the silos without a human to shadow. Like hounds. Maybe they saw the flag on my jacket, thought I was of America. If so, history saved me. A sign.
This package, you said it had markings? What was it?
Machinery. Simple on the outside. Computer parts. Inside. More complicated. Was the only time I'd heard a machine speak in the divide. The only machine with a voice.
Why would I have brought it here?
I've walked the east. You've walked the west. More than I have. Circle Junction, Reno, Vault City. Word a few at Fort Ardash. Fort abandoned. Even further west than that, Brahmin drives on the big circle. Whatever you saw out there wasn't enough to make you stay. Maybe the markings on the package reminded you of the road home.
I'm not responsible for this. There's no way I could have known.
If you had been there when it happened, if you had seen the divide break, you would know it. You carry death wherever you go. If the Mojave doesn't know it yet, it will. What happened here can happen again. You've already proved it. What you did in Ashton, the silo there.
I had no idea the silo was active until the missile was in the air towards Hopeville.
Didn't stop you though. Like carrying the chip to Vegas. Old world death in your hand. Pieces of the old world like that just need someone careless enough to take them where they need to go. To do their killing.
I'm not to blame for Ashton, the chip, or the divide.
All these roads that you walked, these packages that you carried, think it wasn't your choice? Of course, it was your choice. You could have stayed in the Mojave, but you chose to come, couldn't let be, not in you to let go. Came for no other reason than you were curious, restless, always have been. Had to know the why of it. Now, I'll show you.
The why of it. You're the one who needs to answer that. Why are you doing this?
Want to hear the answer of it? Not just history's answer. Your answer for what happened here.
What happened here was an accident. Any anger you have, let it go.
Accident. Ignorance is a choice. The chip, a choice. As for anger, it is what I carry for the dead, and all that come here.
The dead? You mean the Republic troops who are here?
The soldiers of the bear. They were dead already. Their symbol, diseased. Deserved to die as my brothers did at Boulder City. Mines, bombs. I carry nothing for them. Their deaths here were a mercy compared to the ones that still walk the divide.
Then what? Did the divide explode? Explosion kill your family? Your wife? Your children?
My family. My tribe lives. Its history died long ago. Fell under the shadow of the bull. Consumed by another symbol. No, this isn't about family. Or any common blood. It's blood shared by acts. Not by chance.
you're Legion, are you angry because I destroyed the Divide supply line instead of you?
The supply line, the artery for the West. I have seen the blood of NCR at Legion hands many times. I carry no hatred for duty, if that's what this was. The Divide was more than that. Its people more than that.
If you blame me for what happened here at the Divide, why do you care?
The community that was once here, and the package you brought, both had markings of the Divide, markings of America. You've seen the marks, the symbol, as early as the Hopeville silo, maybe. Carried it etched on your weapons. The Divide, its buildings, its people, were built around those same markings, surrounded them here. Markings like the flag on my back when I followed a Euro road to the Divide those years ago. I saw the symbol I wore all around me. An old world symbol, strong to survive here. Its people strong. Outlast the bear, outlast the bull. Promise of something better. Kaiser was right to want it dead. NCR was right to want to rake their claws in it. Seeing it changed me. Just as seeing Hoover Dam changed Kaiser and the NCR. Seeing it end changed me too.
So you believe in this place, what it once was?
There was hope here. Another chance. A new nation stirring to life. A place I could have set my flag. Not the America of old, but something larger than the tribes of the East. Something larger than the houses of the West. Something better. The Divide could have bridged both, like Hoover Dam. Now, like the dam, it's too covered in blood to see what it could have been. You gave life to this place. I followed your road here, saw the Divide. You led me here so that I could see. Then you brought it to an end.
And that's why you want me dead.
My history isn't revenge or hate. The road that brought us both here isn't about that. It's about the message you carried. The one in that package, whether you knew it or not. The message that one can kill a nation, can kill a symbol, and all that gather beneath its flag. I don't blame you for the Divide. I blame you for what you made me see. Now you will see what you brought to the Mojave, and that will be my message to you.
You wanted me to come to the Divide. I'm here. Now what?
Your road's not done. Haven't walked it full yet. Not nearly enough. The way ahead and below leads to the heart of the Divide. And there, you and I, we'll have an ending to things.
I'm not done talking to you yet. There's more I want to know.
Already heard you once, long ago, and loud enough for history to hear. Tired of your messages. Still, curiosity drove you this far. Let's see what else it can do.
You said you made a promise not to kill me. I've already asked that, I guess. I want to know more about this package I delivered.
You know what it was. Had symbols of America on it. New markings. From after the Great War. Thought it might be America come again. Promise of another future. Another flag. piece of machinery, military, holding memories, codes maybe. When it woke, made these sounds, words. When it spoke, the divide became fire. The ground tore apart like the skies. Through it all, kept calling out, maybe calling for home.
Where's the package now?
Buried in the divide, part of it now. Wherever it is, it's been silent. If it spoke again, we'd know.
What do you mean when it woke?
Machine couldn't speak by itself. Needed a terminal to access it. Like the terminals in the silos here. Or the machine with you. When it was connected, it started speaking. And the divide answered.
Before I go any further, I deserve some answers.
You've seen the divide. Walked it. Farther than I thought you would. Not sure how much farther you have in you. If you need answers, speak. You've earned them. Even if only you and I can carry them from here.
What's our history? How do you know me?
I knew of you. Your name. Your road to and from the divide. What that meant for the Legion. We never spoke. Knew you through your actions. Knew you'd walked the West as I'd walked the East. Learned different lessons. And I would never have discovered the divide without you.
You said you made a promise not to kill me. Why?
Caesar's orders. Sometime before I realized the why of it. Wasn't just you. All couriers. No telling how many were Legion. Maybe all of them. Wasn't sure about you until the divide. All the NCR burning. That much death. It bears the mark of a Legion hand. But you killed like NCR. Like Hanlon. With mines, bombs, missiles. Killed Legion along with the bear. Like a coward. Kills from a distance. If you were Legion, then NCR beat you. The West changed you.
I was never a Legion agent.
I know that now. Doesn't change what was done. The Legion who died here. Even if you were Legion, you would answer for those deaths by Caesar's law.
This canyon is miles long, maybe longer. Where can I find you?
At the end of the divide, through the trenches and wreckage, that's where you'll find me. My new home, here, amongst dead men. You and that machine. Keep your eyes on the tower that cuts the horizon. You'll find your way. Made it this far. Not much farther to go.
Okay, they still don't see me yet. I am worse for wear right now. these mines for a reason. Jesus Christ, Eddie. Hey! Please have food. Magazines. Okay.
Dad! Hey, Dad! Check out this robot I found.
Careful, Tommy. I've never seen a robot like that before. It might be dangerous.
He's not dangerous. Look, he's hurt. Can we take him home, Dad? Maybe Mom can fix him.
I don't know, son. What if someone comes looking for it?
Please? He looks so lonely. Maybe if Mom fixes him, he can help her out around the garage.
All right, boy. But if he breaks anything, it's coming out of your allowance.
Yay! He'll be just like Ralphie. Only this one's not a toy.
Sounds like that kid was pretty fond of you. Why did you leave? When did this happen? Illinois? So that's where you got that plate. Well, the other you, I mean. What's a Chicago? What's a Chicago? Alright, let's go, Eddie. Wear off real quick. There's a magazine in there. maybe you're too good for that. You're all just mostly flesh after all. There. Fun perks for fun people. You know what? I like that. That perk describes me. That bomb that I just stepped on doesn't. That hurt. That hurt a lot. Goddamn. One of these days, I'm not going to have everything and its mother shooting it. One of these days. Oh, shit. Ain't that grand. love these little fridges. They're just full of all the goodies I need. Another Ulysses log. Hey!
Have you ever wanted to speak to history? Just to know the why of it? I don't. Not any longer. There's old stories about gods and men, past history into myth, where the gods, they're like children, petulant, cruel. Those were the voices of the big empty. The past. Couldn't leave well enough alone. Had to ask the why of it. Their answers were madness, and power stronger than me. Would take 100 Elishas. Someone tougher than him or I to best of them in their dome. They didn't know why they were there, what had led to that point. Their names, like serpents devouring themselves, cannibalizing their own thoughts. When all seemed lost, thought it was the end. My anger gave me strength to ask them my last question. Who are you that do not know your history? And they awoke. For a short time. The flag you wear, they said. We remember. America. It wasn't just a flag to them. It was a place. An idea they had cared for. Once. They told me what it was like to grow in that world. All they had done to lift it up, protect it. They didn't know it was gone. That. Yet, they had cared once, before forgetting their history. As they were talking, kept seeing the career's shadow behind them, giving each their words weight. History cast aside, a home left behind. I listened. I asked, was there anything left? Anything that still carries America's voice? And they told me I had already been there. I and one other, walking right out of history deeper than we knew. They told me what lies in the heart of the divide, what can be found there, and the words to awaken it, and the one to speak them.
Huh. That was a 308 round. Probably hand-loaded. Would have destroyed most robots your size. What was that? That sounded bad. Sounds like they blew out your primary stabilizer jet. Can't believe you kept going after that. No wonder you didn't make it to Navarro. No time to talk. I don't like the look of this place. We should keep moving. Okay, it's gonna be another one of those moments, huh? Abuse the sleep system. This would have been a fun holdout point. Sweet succulent auto dock. on the bright side, it's not as bad as the Sierra Madre was. It's just a lot more threatening.
Next week on Ralphie the Robot's Incredible Odyssey.
Ralphie, hurry! If mean old General Winters catches you, you'll never make it home! No! Ralphie, fly far, fly fast!
Tune in next Saturday for the exciting conclusion. Only on Vault-Tec Channel 9. Eddie? What are you doing in here all alone? And who left these old videos playing? Come on, let's get you into your recharge bay. We've got a big day tomorrow.
Suddenly, a lot of things are making more sense. Is that what you're doing? Trying to find your way back home? Don't worry, I won't let that mean old general get you. Sometimes I feel the same way. Why do you think I became a courier? Come on, Eddie. We gotta fly far and fly fast if we want to get out of this hellhole.
Thought that explosion, that building falling deep in the divide, might have been your work. Wouldn't kill you. Maybe close. Knew you'd survive, but no need to go any farther. You've brought me what I need. That machine with you, sealed in the Hopeville silo. Needed someone to unlock it, bring it home. Now the signal's strong enough. No need for you to carry it anymore. I can call your machine to me.
What, Eddie?
You gave it a name. What was it to you? Companion, slave, weapon, all of that. Nothing compared to its primary function. It's a messenger, like us. And it shares our history. If you feel its loss, remember, you could have turned away at any time, gone back home, and none of this would have happened. But you had to make one last delivery, and that's why I knew you'd come, courier. Couldn't stay away. It's who you are.
You're not taking Eddie from me.
The machine you brought is mine now. It's coming home. I'll reduce it to parts, just enough to function, to be aware of what's happening. What's inside that machine, that's all that mattered. All the machines here, made of wreckage from the divide, and all that was brought here. Inside its frame, it carries the message you brought here, and it'll do what it was programmed to do. Whatever it can to get home. The giants here will listen to it. I'll bring the divide to your home, your nation. Let its flag burn, just like you let the divide burn. Big Mountain Access Code, Ulysses. Command override. Navarro.
Ugh. God damn it! God damn you, Ulysses! Oh, shit. that's not good. Afraid to come over here? Ugh. Alright. What other fun explosives do I have? I got a present for you, you little bastard. this guy. Save real quick. What the fuck were you? Huh. Face and eyes. Never a dull moment in the Divide. Sleep off that mind wound. Save progress. I see a bomb that needs exploding. God fucking damn it. is it. End of the road.
Threat analysis. Yellow. Scanning for hostiles.
Fantastic.
Alert. Non-combatants are advised to leave the area. Security sweep in progress. Reinforcement used without warning. Threat analysis. Scanning for hostiles. Engaging hostile target. Locking on.
Wallbang. Alright.
Advised to stand clear of weapons discharge.
Well, now that he's behind that. Alright. Come back to me, Eddie. Must have been an override function piggybacking on your broadcast. That's why he pulled you here. You okay? What happened? You just took off like you finally found your home. Override frequency. So what? Ulysses just called you here? But why would he do that? It wasn't to lure me here. Ulysses already knew I was coming. Whatever he's planning, Ulysses obviously wants you there. Come on. I don't want to disappoint him. Ready, Eddie? Let's do this. This is either going to crash my game or be really, really funny. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, Ulysses! Pain in the ass.
Even in this place, NCR's shadow falls. Or is it just you, Courier, without the bear's corpse to weigh you down? Judging by your shadow, maybe you can't let your machine go. Doesn't matter now. Either way, the Divide Giants are awakening. The missiles here on their way home. There is no way to stop them.
I still don't understand. Why are you doing this?
You've answered your own question, and you'll die with that question on your lips. You don't see, listen, even when it's all around you. No matter if I nailed it into your head like a gift from Caesar. You brought the Divide to life, Courier. You walked the road, brought the bear, then the bull, brought me, following your tracks. And when I saw the divide you made, I saw a second chance, a new way of thinking. My world, no longer the East, and you brought the West in that package, destroyed it all, nearly killed me, flesh and spirit. You destroyed something larger than the bear, greater than the bull. And even when you could have turned away, you brought it again in that machine. You destroyed a nation taking its first breath. A place that could have been my home. Now, I'll destroy yours.
What happened at the Divide, what I did was an accident. What you're doing, it's madness.
No. Now there is purpose. I believe you when you say you were careless. The Divide, the chip, The machine you brought here. Many messages can be taken from that, intended or not. What I do now is an act of conviction.
If you blame me for the divide, then let me answer for it, not others.
Blame you? No. Learned from you. Both the weapon to kill a nation and the strength to do it. You showed me a road, a way to carry my message. You've already answered for what you've done. Now the flag you follow will answer for it.
So what, you intend to just bomb the Mojave?
No, not the Mojave. The West. All that's been built since America died. Same symbols as before the war. Now a flag carried by a tribe of children. You walked the West, didn't stay. You know the reason. The bear grows without structure, follows a symbol without knowing its history. And knowing that you believe in a bear's sickness and have given it strength, and that gives more reason to lay waste to your homeland. After this, only one flag will remain over the Mojave. Let that one fly, or destroy itself.
You can't destroy the West, even with all the missiles here.
No need to destroy the bear. Just cut its throat. You taught me that at the divide. Only need to cut off the supply line, the road, to watch something greater die. I'll turn the long 15 into miles of fire. Cut off the Mojave. NCR will fall back, lose Hoover Dam, and leave their throats exposed to the Legion.
Even if you have no faith in the NCR, I do. My actions have proved it.
Your actions have carried strength. If you speak for the two-headed bear, I'll hear your words, even if I will be the only one to hear them. If you believe it should not die this day, then answer me why.
One can build a community. Make it stronger. You saw it at the divide. Even blamed me for it.
History has proven this. Our history. And you think that you have this strength? Enough for all of NCR. The West is not the divide, and nothing you can do can prevent the missile's launch. Convincing me changes nothing.
Not to break into the meta, but yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think like what would be the best option here. Even if the missiles launch and I die here, if I can convince you, that's enough for me.
It is enough. It may be that as much destruction has been written in the earth here, you may build something else, as you built the divide. You have spoken truly. There's a shadow of a nation behind you, the hope of a people. Yet it may not matter. The divide still stands against us.
The divide, what do you mean?
Our enemies gather outside, shadows of the bear and a bull. They will have found their way in, just as you did. It was always my intention. In case I could not kill you, the marked men would flood this place, cut off your escape. If we cannot prevent what comes, then let us make our stand here. Two couriers together at the divide.
a bunch of iBots.
You have forgotten all. Trade authority for
Hell yeah! Stranger, where did you go?
beasts from the divide to the divide they return. If we're done here, let's leave the divide behind. If we get separated, I'll meet you about Hopeville, near the canyon wreckage.
Alright. This terminal is already engaged in its countdown sequence. The abort code has been overridden. You might be able to change the missile's target or articulate its countdown. Oh, accelerate its countdown and launch the missile immediately. Attempt to cancel the launch. Redirect the missile at both the NCR and the Legion. Redirect at Caesar. Redirect at NCR. Fuck the Legion. This will launch Ulysses' missile against the target that lands in the east of the Colorado, controlled by Caesar's Legion, raining nuclear fire down on the cities and tribes. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes.
If we're done here, let's leave the divide behind. We get separated. The canyon wreckage. The divide erupted in fire as the flame trail of the two couriers' last message arced into the sky. Missiles fell on the east, and the Legion encampment at Drywells, where the Twisted Heres had allied, then been betrayed by Wulpus and Caesar. Legion soldiers died, their silhouettes blasted into the ground and earth. The last word of the last of the Twisted Heres. It was an ending to things. A way of erasing the road that had led to this point and the history that had walked with it.
Hopeville burned lightless in the night, invisible fires of radiation scorching it from within and without. It is said a man still walked its streets with a tattered jacket, an old world flag etched on the back. He remained there, perhaps as punishment for the scars he left on the wastes, or a reminder of a history he could not forget. For Ulysses, his journey was over. The courier had been the end of his road. As for the courier, he turned his back on his home for the second time and made his way back, navigating the treachery of the divide. Tunnelers and the marked men avoided the lone figure, as if recognizing the courier's right to passage, or out of fear. The courier walked until he stood again upon the edge of the divide, the last road he would walk before the second battle for Hoover Dam. There, beside his feet, was a final package from one courier to another. A footlocker bearing a gift and a message. But that message, it is something for couriers to carry, and for them alone. The lights flickered across the divide, reminders that the old world histories persist and find meaning in the present. It said, war never changes. Men do, through the roads they walk. And this road has reached its end.
Merciless nuclear assault on Caesar's Legion has devastated the lands east of the Colorado, and reached even the borders of the Mojave. At Cottonwood Cove, you can now take a journey by river to the site of dry wells, a devastated Legion encampment. Be prepared, the area is highly irradiated and infested with legionary ghouls. You've also unlocked the Scorcher of the East perk, allowing you to put a single point into any of your special attributes. You also gained reputation with the NCR for breaking the back of Caesar's Legion, but you lose reputation with Caesar's Legion. Second to last perk. Oh, you know what? I actually, yeah, no, I like, well, I mean, at this point, is it, does it even bother? finally complete. Back up to full strength after all these years.
Full circle. Walked your road. Now back again. Something else in you needing an answer.
What are you doing here?
A question one could have asked you not long ago, before walking the road west into the storms. Need to be here. See what was done. It's custom of the bear to never see the marks it claws in the land. Not my custom. Maybe that's why you've come too. Need to see where the missile from Ashton touched ground down below in Hopeville. The Courier's Mile.
What's the Courier's Mile? Is that where the Ashton missile hit?
My name for it. If you have a better one, you grant it. My choice in names won't carry past you and I. Lies along the road, running from the Hopeville silo, straight onto where the ground burns and wind howls even stronger than here.
What about the markmen?
That's part of why I'm here. Watch them. If they attack me, try to enter the Mojave. I answer. Not looking to kill them. Save them, if I can. There might be something saving in them. If not, then what I do is mercy, not murder.
Damn right. The divide's irradiated. Are you sure you want to stay here?
The invisible fires burn here, true enough. Still, to have helped carry out such an act, and not face it, not my way. If my life burns out here, so be it. Until then, I wait and watch, see what the road brings.
I'm gonna head back to the Mojave and settle some things.
Can hear the weight in your feet. You're bound for that old world wall, Hoover Dam. Maybe not now. In time. Bear and bull shed too much blood there to let it go. Can't stop you from going. Wouldn't. A warning, though. The legate Linnaeus, whether Caesar stands or not, Linnaeus will come.
Who's Legate Lanius?
Linnaeus, butcher, monster, terror of the East. Not even his slaves have seen his face. Struck them blind so they can't. Wears a mask. Don't even know if it's the same man. He put Colorado to the sword. Broke the hangdogs by throwing their hounds upon the flames, so they might burn forever in the afterlife.
Why is he coming west?
To take Hoover Dam, Legion will need something as big as the old world itself. Another symbol forged by history. Linnaeus carries all the terrors of the East with him. He's the myth, the weapon the Legion needs. When he arrives, he'll fall on Hoover Dam like a hammer. Break the bear in two.
Any idea on how to beat him?
19 tribes could not do it. All the lights in Vegas cannot. His strength lies in his title, and it is his weakness. He will not fight a losing battle and destroy what he represents. Put the idea of loss in him. Convince him the bear will not be the 20th tribe beneath his heel. It will make him pause like nothing on earth. You do not need to convince him alone. Draw upon history. The past of other legates are not filled with victories. Remind Linnaeus of this.
Other legates? You mean like Graham?
Yes. Graham was broken on the wall of the dam.
Kaiser had him burned and cast into the earth, into the largest canyon you've ever seen. Watched the flames trail all the way to the bottom. Somehow, Joshua walked away from that, went beyond Kaiser's gaze. His footsteps trailing fire, walking from one hell, maybe to another. When one is ruined like Graham was, sometimes home is the only place left. If so, he went to New Canaan, Kaiser's anger written on him like a book. Kaiser's orders to the Frumentari were to watch for him, find Graham, kill him. Didn't try. Could've. No good would have come of it. Graham earned his life and his nature. It'll kill him more surely than any blade of the Legion. So, if you've heard word of it, or seen sign of him, let it keep. Let his history keep.
Real quick. Yeah, hi, it's me. Welcome to the chat. It says you're a first-time chatter and I don't recognize the username, but hello, welcome. We just finished Lonesome Roads. On the YouTube channel is literally everything that's led up to this, and then the next stream is just going to be, me finishing the game. And we are right at the Battle of Hoover Dam. I'll remember that.
And there is nothing more to be done. The Mojave awaits.
Alright. Oh, what's up, Lone? Right. Well, that was Lonesome Roads. I'm gonna end it there. And, yeah. I don't know, I think I might do it on the 1st of June. And God, I hope that, like, everybody that, like, if you are watching this on YouTube later, please, for the love of God, just show up. Because it will be a short stream, but I've got some, like, ideas I have set up to make it a little bit more exciting. It is just going to be the Battle of Hoover Dam, and then the end of the game. So if you've, again, if this is the YouTube audience watching right now, if you've come this far in the series and you've watched every fucking part that I've posted, thank you. If you're new to the channel, hi, enjoy my slop, or don't. But yeah, no, we're gonna put an ending to things. I'm thinking June 1st. You know what? No, you know, let me check my calendar. Hang on, because it'll be short. So yeah, June 1st, Saturday. Possibly in the afternoon. Maybe like 1 or 2. I haven't made a set thing yet. Thanks for the follow, Alone. June 1st at noon. We're gonna finish Fallout New Vegas. We're gonna beat it. We're gonna do the Hoover Dam, and then later that evening, there will be a Halo stream because we're gonna do the Halo Infinite campaign with Lone, David, and Cryptid. So look forward to June 1st because we're gonna have some fun. But until the next time, I hope you all have a good morning, good evening, and good night. See ya.